Vittorio Matteo Corcos was one of Italy's most distinctive painters of the late 19th and early 20th centuries, known for his exquisite portraits that captured the grace, fashion, and inner psychology of his sitters. His work bridged the worlds of realism and romanticism, presenting a refined vision of Italian society through an empathetic and deeply human lens. Corcos's art, characterized by vivid color, elegant brushwork, and meticulous attention to detail, continues to fascinate viewers for its fusion of beauty and insight. Vittorio Corcos was born on October 4, 1859, in Livorno, Italy, a port city on the Tuscan coast known for its cultural diversity and artistic traditions. He showed early artistic talent, and his parents encouraged his education. Corcos first studied at the Accademia di Belle Arti in Florence under the tutelage of Enrico Pollastrini, a prominent academic painter. This early training provided him with a solid foundation in classical technique and academic realism, which would remain evident throughout his career, even as his style evolved toward greater psychological depth. In 1878, Corcos moved to Naples, where he became a pupil of the realist painter Domenico Morelli, one of the most influential Italian artists of the period. Morelli's emphasis on emotion, spirituality, and the interplay of light and color had a lasting impact on Corcos's approach to portraiture. Under Morelli's guidance, Corcos learned to balance technical precision with expressive atmosphere, a quality that would define his mature works. Corcos's artistic journey took a decisive turn in the early 1880s when he moved to Paris, the artistic capital of Europe at the time. There, he joined the bustling community of expatriate artists who exhibited regularly at the Salon de Paris. He soon began working with the influential art dealer Adolphe Goupil, whose gallery represented many major European painters. This collaboration introduced Corcos to a wider international audience and encouraged him to produce works that appealed to the refined tastes of Parisian society. In Paris, Corcos's style matured into a blend of Italian craftsmanship and French elegance. He absorbed influences from the Belle Époque aesthetic, graceful compositions, fashionable subjects, and luminous color palettes, while maintaining a distinctly Italian sense of warmth and intimacy. His portraits from this period reveal not only external beauty, but also an acute awareness of character and psychology. He had a rare ability to depict the subtle interplay between social appearance and private emotion. After more than a decade in France, Corcos returned to Italy in 1886, settling in Florence, where he would remain for the rest of his life. Florence, with its mix of aristocratic society and artistic innovation, provided fertile ground for his portraiture. He soon became the portraitist of choice among the Italian elite. Aristocrats, intellectuals, and members of the royal family all sought to have their likenesses captured by his skilled hand. One of his most celebrated paintings, Sogni, Dreams, 1896, exemplifies Corcos's mastery of psychological realism. The painting portrays a young woman sitting pensively with her hands clasped, gazing directly at the viewer with an ambiguous expression that oscillates between melancholy and contemplation. Unlike many portraits of the era that glorified superficial beauty, Sogni invites introspection. It is a study of thought, solitude, and modern identity. This painting, now housed in the Galleria Nazionale d'Arte Moderna in Rome, remains an icon of Italian fin de siècle art and a testament to Corcos's sensitivity to the complexities of the human mind. Corcos's portraits often depicted the upper classes, yet his approach was never merely decorative. He painted with empathy and curiosity, exploring the subtleties of personality beneath polished appearances. His female portraits, in particular, reveal a nuanced understanding of women's roles and emotions during a time of social transition. Whether portraying aristocratic ladies or bourgeois intellectuals, Corcos imbued his subjects with a sense of individuality and quiet strength. Among his notable sitters were the poet Gabriele D'Annunzio, the composer Pietro Mascagni, and members of the Savoy royal family. D'Annunzio, in particular, admired Corcos's artistry and shared with him an interest in sensuality, psychology, and the aesthetics of modern life. Their friendship placed Corcos within the cultural circles that defined Italian art and literature at the turn of the century. Technically, Corcos combined meticulous draftsmanship with soft, atmospheric light. His brushwork, delicate yet confident, rendered fabrics, skin, and hair with exceptional realism. He frequently used subdued tones, contrasted by vivid highlights, an approach that lent his works both depth and luminosity. Beyond technique, however, Corcos's true gift lay in his ability to convey psychological presence. His portraits seem alive, their expressions hinting at untold stories. Recurring themes in his oeuvre include introspection, youth, beauty, and the tension between outer poise and inner emotion. His paintings often capture moments of stillness, figures caught between thought and feeling, reflecting the psychological complexity of an age poised between romantic idealism and modern disillusionment. Corcos continued to paint prolifically into the early 20th century, adapting his style subtly to the changing tastes of the era while remaining faithful to his realist principles. He became a respected figure in Italian cultural life, exhibiting widely and serving as a professor at the Florence Academy. Even as avant-garde movements like Futurism and Cubism emerged, Corcos's art retained its relevance, admired for its timeless elegance and psychological depth. He died in Florence on November 8, 1933, leaving behind a legacy of works that capture both the external beauty and the internal complexity of his time. Today, his paintings can be found in major museums and private collections throughout Europe, celebrated for their refined execution and emotional authenticity. Vittorio Corcos was more than a portraitist of fashion and grace. He was a chronicler of the human spirit. His art reflects a society in transition, poised between tradition and modernity, between external splendor and inner reflection. Through his brush, Corcos gave form to the dreams, doubts, and desires of a generation. In doing so, he secured his place as one of the great interpreters of Italian elegance and psychological realism, a painter whose subjects, though rooted in another century, continue to speak with striking immediacy to our own.